What's up, world? It's your man, MrSan44Man, seen in 80+ countries around the world. I'm out here in Hamtramck today because you know today is Fat Tuesday. So I'm out here getting my punch skis ready, baby, today. This is for the hood, this is for the house. Dig that. I always look out for my people. Hey, check this out. On the show today, got a lot of wild, crazy shit that happens in Detroit. You know what's going on. This is one of the most dangerous, violent cities in America. I'm going to show you a true term of sitting on bricks. And a couple of cops got shot at. And, you know, just another violent day in the city. So, right now, I'm out here in Hamtramck. Like I said, it's Fat Tuesday, so I went to go get my punch skis for the house in the hood. And letting y'all know that if you out there in your area, wherever, all over 81 or 80+ countries around the world, if you're celebrating Fat Tuesday, then make sure you got these today. Hey, this your man, MrSan44Man. Take a look at this footage, and I'll get back with you. This your man, MrSan44Man. Let me show y'all something. When you say something on bricks, this is what it means. See that vehicle? And the only thing that's supported in the air is them bricks. That's really called sitting on bricks in Detroit. That's somebody's car been stripped, as you can see, and set on those bricks. A shame. But keep your ass in the air and keep you down. But that's the city, y'all. That's where we live. Most dangerous city in America. Detroit, Michigan. Got a show for y'all today, and it's all bad. Just another day in the D.
Investigators are still searching for more clues in the arson attack on a Detroit adult foster care home.
Just scratches your head why anybody would do anything like this. Now, this fire killed one person, injured several others. Many people with special needs live in this home. Someone hit the East Side Kenmore home throwing a Molotov cocktail through the window. When firefighters arrived, they had to act fast to save the people trapped inside. Of the 9 people living there, only 2 escaped with no injuries.
You know, we just started smelling the smoke and stuff, and then it was so thick and everything. It's just it's just unbelievable right now.
A reward of $5,000 is being offered to help find the person behind that deadly. We broke several minutes ago. An officer has been shot.
A Michigan State police officer, and there is a lockdown situation happening on Detroit's East Side. Sean Lay there on the scene with the latest. Sean?
Good morning, Rhonda. We understand 2 arrests right now and 1 other person, a possible gunman, holed up in a house here as another ambulance tries to get in here. So it's unclear whether or not that suspect is injured as we're watching an ambulance try to get through this big police blockade here. Let me set the stage for you. I'll step out of the way. Mike TCO will provide the live pictures, and then Local 4 Morning Camp, Sean Mahon, has a lot of new video to show you from this scene here. We're at Gratiot at Frederick and Townsend. So we're on Townsend at Gratiot, and you're looking at Frederick here. This is where a van was pulled over. It appears this was during a pursuit of these guys in a van. And a little farther away from here then, closer to 94, a Ford compact car was also pulled over. I'm being told that the van and the car may have a connection, but we still need to nail down what that connection may be. The issue here was that people involved in this chase were impersonating police officers, robbing people, I'm told, were firing shots or actually shooting people. It's unclear how long they had been doing that or if they had just committed one of those robberies. We'll get details on how this all began here as soon as police are ready to talk about that. But again, we believe they are still looking for 1 gunman. We will wait and see whether or not they had that gunman in custody because an ambulance just arrived. But I'm told, as as you look at some of the video now, is that when police caught up to the van, and you see one of the tires of that van either look shot out or just blown out. This chase came to an end. The guys jumped out and then ran from the police. MSP was running after them, and one of the MSP troopers did take a bullet to the leg. We're still waiting to see just how severe that injury is. He was rushed over to Detroit Receiving Hospital, but I should say before he was rushed to the hospital, was able to get into an ambulance. We do have a shot of him, that ambulance rushing out of here, that this was such a dangerous situation that bullets were flying that the fellow officers couldn't get to that officer on the ground. They had an officer down, and for a brief time he was pinned down by that gunfire. All right, so police were able to get that trooper out of the dangerous gunplay area here near Frederick and Townsend, just off of Gratiot, get him to the hospital. Then subsequently, in about 20 minutes, they were able to round up two of these men that ran. One ran east and one ran west. They were able to chase him down. Then one ran into a house, and that's what we're waiting to hear right now, whether or not police were able to apprehend the third man in the house. As soon as we get full confirmation of that guy in Rhonda, we will bring it to you. But again, the entire area, I can tell you, about a 6-block area here of Gratiot and any side street heading north, it's shut down right now. We've got MSP troopers and Detroit police all over this area, making sure it is safe. We have not heard any gunshots at all. So hopefully this is coming to an end here. And that's what we have right now. So we will try to get you the latest information here. Right now, I can tell you right now that that officer, that MSP trooper, is listed right now in temporary serious condition at the hospital. That is good news, that he did not get hit in an artery, which is in the upper leg area, which can result in a devastating injury rather quickly. So that's good news. Temporary serious condition on that MSP trooper, guys. Back to you.
And Sean, this isn't far from a school. I know Kettering High School is not too far from where you are. You mentioned a lot of roads are closed. Will this impact kids trying to get to school or anybody that may be driving their kids?
You know, if there's any hint of danger that remains here, that could. That's a great point. That could impact. Buses would have to go around to get over to that school. But hopefully, this is coming to a quick end, Rhonda. It's only 5:30 in the morning right now, so hopefully that will not impact. But as we arrived on Gratiot at East Grand, and then Sheridan, and then Townsend where we are, then Baldwin, and then, let's see, up to Kirby and Baldwin, and all the way up to Van Dyke, you've got police officers blocking off each and every one of those streets headed north. So it's a number of streets. It could, if this continues like this, we'll certainly let families know if it does impact morning commute and bus routes and things of that nature.
Yeah, but unclear how many blocks are blocked off east-west. Could be as many as 12 blocks or a mile radius or more, Sean. Thanks so much. We'll get back to you as we learn more.
We have breaking news out of Detroit's east side. Look at the police presence right now. Officer down. A Michigan State Police trooper shot this morning. 2 people in custody, but the search is on for 1 more.
Now at 6:30, we'll tell you how that officer is doing.
And we have been working on this story since it broke just before 4 o'clock this morning.
We had a news crew in the area near Gratiot and Van Dyke where police were searching for some robbery suspects, looking for Sean Lay on the scene now with some new information on this breaking story. Really 2 breaking stories. The attacks these guys were making, and then the pursuit of them.
You're right, guys. You can even add another breaking element to this, because we're talking about police impersonators armed to the teeth, to the point where they may have even had a light on top of their car to pull people over and rob them this past weekend. Look, here we are. Gratiot is right in front of us here. Frederick is right behind us here. Right on Detroit's east side. We've got a very fluid, very dangerous situation. What we know right now is that an MSP trooper and his family and his entire department, the Michigan State Police, obviously counting their blessings this morning. This trooper was inside a vacant house with other officers searching for gunmen, searching for these guys who have been impersonating police officers and obviously were willing to fire at them and anyone else. A gun battle did ensue. This officer could have easily lost his life. He was shot in the leg and then was pinned down and had to have other officers get him out of that house, out of that firefight, and out of danger. He was put into an ambulance, and local 4 cameras were first on the scene to capture that MSP officer being whisked away to Detroit Receiving Hospital. We are told right now that that officer is in temporary serious condition. No one wants to get shot, of course, but this could have been so far worse for he and his family. Now, what's going on right now is that police did capture 2 of these gunmen. 2 guys darted out of a van, I am told, one in either direction. They both, one of them lives in this neighborhood here, and they went inside a vacant house. This is where the officers then, they pursued, Michigan State police officers pursued these guys in the house, and that's where the gunfire broke out, and that's where the officer was then, the MSP trooper was hit. Now, I am told that all suspects involved have been captured, but that we have seen a ramping up of major league police presence right here in this area, because they want to, there's a lot of vacant houses here. They want to go house by house and make sure they haven't missed anyone who may be lying low and hiding. Guys, we are on Gratiot, just east of Sheridan, at Frederick and Townsend. Another street involved in this is Kirby as well. So if you live anywhere between, say, East Grand, Sheridan, another block here is Townsend, and then Baldwin, and then all the way up to Van Dyke. You know that area here. We're talking about 4 to 5 blocks. That area is essentially on lockdown as the Special Response Unit is gearing up right in front of me to go house by house and start clearing. In fact, when it sounded like the all clear may have been close to being given for this area, that's when an officer came and pushed us even farther back, which is appreciated by us because they want to make sure this guy isn't hiding and won't start shooting. So again, Special Response Unit, even the police chief is here for the city of Detroit to make sure this neighborhood is going to be safe moving forward. That unit is getting ready right to my side. They'll start clearing houses here. Any new information I get, I'll bring it to you right away.
This vehicle, the license plate was partially blocked, and that's when they noticed the car bombing, the fire explosion, and they tried to question the man who was walking back to that pickup truck. Ultimately, he fired several shots at Northville PD and then fled the scene. That takes us 8 miles to Salem Township, where we are right now at Dixboro and 6 Mile Road. Michigan State Police are leading this investigation, and they tell us just shortly ago that this red pickup truck lost control on these icy dirt roads, crashed into this home, but the chase didn't end there.
Subject then left on foot. The troopers were pursuing the subject. Subject then charged one of the troopers with a knife. One of the troopers fired 1 round at the subject, and that ended the pursuit.
And something to take note, Guy and Rhonda, 3 adults were inside of this home on Dixboro. All of them okay. There were no major injuries. All of those Northville police officers as well who were shots were fired at also walked away without any injuries. Definitely a very active scene this morning, but one that could have had an even worse ending. Reporting live from Salem Township, Lauren Podell, back to you.
How frightening for that family to have a shootout right on your front porch.
Oh, yeah. Oh, exactly. It was very scary.
Duty for the Michigan State Police. This is the 2nd shooting they've been involved in 2 days. So